6 ways to show your generous heart in communities. These 6 points I will share with you are here to encourage you to find yourself and to know these are the ways to actually express your generous heart in communities without telling anyone, I have a generous heart. Please know this. I have a generous heart. I have a generous heart. No. Let your actions speak louder than your words. You become a huge and impactful difference maker in communities. Without wasting a clock, let me jump to the 6 points, 6 things, 6 ways that will help you understand how to express, to show your generous heart in communities. Maybe before I jump to the matter, I need you to understand that there are so many people out there in communities that are so delighted in exercising generosity, but they feel they don't have the grace. But I need you to understand that you having the grace of generosity, please continue doing good and not forgetting to encourage other people in exercising generous heart, and someday they'll become champions in helping communities. Number 1 on how to show your generous heart, it is to respond to a need. Who is in need in your community? Who are in need of particular things in your communities? And how often have you been reaching out to them? So if you hear a need, see a need, it is how you act that proves your generous heart. Be excited to help other people. Be excited to see a difference, a need, and try at your level best to respond to that need. This will help the community to know how blessed are you in generosity. Number 2, funeral balance. In communities, at times there are funerals at a time. What love are you showing to your community in attending their funerals? When you hear a funeral in your area, this doesn't mean those who are under obligation to show up is their relatives only. But because you are a part of that community, ensure to reach out, to balance them, to cry along with them. When able, reach out with a few grocery, reach out with the bread, reach out with tomatoes, onions, whatever you afford, as a way of showing them generosity, balancing them. Remember, when there is a funeral, people seem to feel lonely at times, seem to feel vulnerable. And when you appear with such a support, you give them strength, you strengthen them, you revive them, you give them hope. In a way, this is another way to show your generosity in communities. Number 3, it is around going out of your way in order to help someone. Maybe someone has came across a particular challenge, a particular obstacle, and you hear of it. You feel uncomfortable if you don't reach out to help. At this point in time, you will not be here. Maybe at times at this point in time, you may not be having it all or anything to share and to respond to their need. But you are seen calling your networks, trying to make a difference in their situation, trying to help those who are in need, thus going out of your way to helping a needy brother, to help the needy people at a time. At a point, you might not be having it, but the action that you should take in reaching out to other people for the sake of the needy people, of that need that have rose, show a lot about your generous heart. It's a blessing. Number 4, I need to talk about fulfilling a promise. There are people that are full of promises out there. Some of them, they don't fulfill their promises, yet some do fulfill. On the fulfillment of promises on this video, I want to talk around generosity. There are people that promise to say, I will assist your community with this thing that you are in need of. I will assist your school. I will donate this and that at your school. But they never fulfill their promise. But if ever you see someone who by himself or by herself promise something on charity, promise something on generosity exercise, and without being reminded, they return, they show up with their promise fulfillment, then it is a high signal they have a powerful generosity heart. So I don't know how many people you have promised around, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. Have you fulfilled your promise? I encourage you to fulfill your promises. If ever you promise someone, more so those who are in need, try at your level best to respond to your promise, to fulfill your promise, because maybe they are wait of seeing tomorrow worth the living after you have supported them. They need your balance. They need your help. Don't go permanently. Learn to return to fulfill your promise. Number 5, another way to show your generous heart, it is going a mile just to help. You find out someone will be having a small thing, but they are trying at their level best to cut it into half to share with you. They can do anything in their powers to bring anything small into half, such that you may also get a portion. Those people carry a dynamic, generous heart. It's a precious heart for the community. It's a precious heart for the needy people. These are such a people that we need going further in this time of the living. They can do anything just to help you feel better, get something that you need at a time. Number 6, which is my last one, your kindness is not based on how people treat you or they have treated you. There are people that show their generosity unto those whom maybe they've been helped by earlier, unto those whom they choose themselves. If you have a generous heart, you don't choose whom to help. You help upon a need. Despite race, despite tribe, despite relations, you just respond to a need. But many a times there are people that only assist those who have assisted them before. That's not a generosity that we're talking about. I don't know if you are like that. What kind of generosity heart do you have? I haven't heard of it. I don't know of it. Genuine generosity, no age, no race, no tribe, no grudge. It only helps upon a need. Someone with a creamy generosity who actually, even you hate them today, you refuse to assist them today, tomorrow you need their assistance, they will reach out to you. They will balance you, because all in them is to exercise generosity. Well, family, these are 6 ways to actually help you show your generosity in communities. That will help you show your generous heart in communities going further. I need to be frank on this one. You know what? No matter how good you show your generosity, no matter how wonderful you express your generosity in communities, this does not mean people will not come for you. This does not mean people will not speak bad about you. This doesn't mean that people, all of them will love you. No. Enemies will always rise. Bad name calling will always rise. People that come against you will always rise. People that are against the good that you do, they will always come. But I'm here to encourage you, given that you have expressed these 6 ways, understood them, exercised them, continue with the good work. Not to stop because people mistreated you. After you have given them, after you have helped them, and upon helping, never remind people, I helped you with this, now you treat me this way. No, never do that. Because you have a generous heart, it's a precious gift from God. We don't live for our own. We live for the sake of the kingdom of God. We are only vessels. We are messengers of heaven. So our work is actually to minister the mind of God, minister the assignment, deliver the work that God has assigned. What God has bestowed in us is what we ought to deliver. It's not our duty to judge. It's not our duty to repay evil with evil. Let us leave these other things on the hands of God. He would handle it by himself and his own way. I hope this communication was of good help to you into understanding ways to show your generosity in communities. Please continue the good work. Don't, because of challenges, obstacles, name calling, you must quit doing good. Never, never quit. Let's keep going. Tomorrow is sunshine. I love you so much. I'll be so delighted to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out as we connect going further. Let me see you on the next one. Bye for now.